Good afternoon, this is your friendly neighbourhood Weeb, Theta Heisenberg here, and today I'd like to review a certain fan-made show that I've come across. So, it is called Dude's Roundtable.
Mrs. Jeffy's. Oh, dude, what the hell?
So the little clip that I gave you there is on a very good friend's channel, Nativefirewolf. As I can say, what drew me into this episode was this character that he's playing right now on the screen. His version of the Joker. Now, obviously, he says to me, hopefully, that he's going to add in the Joaquin Phoenix one after, obviously, he's watched the film that's coming out next month on the 4th, I think. I'm not sure. Might be different times in different countries. And it might be a while until I see it because we don't have an official cinema to go to around these parts. So we're going to have to take a trip down to Carlisle to see it. But anyway, might be worth it. But anyway, long story short, this episode is about from what I can gather, it jumps around a hell of a lot. And every so often, it keeps it fresh by having random male characters appear, hence the name of the thing, a Dude's Roundtable. So I'm getting the vibes of, you know, that villain bar thing that they did, the How It Should Have Ended people did. I'm getting that feeling, but he's made it unique to him because it's just him doing it, running about his house. The amount of characters he comes up with, they told me last night that how many in total that he's got, and I'm like, you sit there and record all 200 characters, and I'm taking it he does it all in the same night, or he does it over certain days and then mashes it all together. You can tell though, if he does mash it together, like I think he does, it's very, very, very good editing. Obviously done on the app InShot, which I use as well sometimes if my Power Director isn't working. I'll just give the guy a shout out as well, like I did again at the beginning of the video. Nativefirewolf. He's got some weather like videos on his channel as well that they're alright because I like seeing what America's like from day to day, like weather wise. Also, I'm getting the feeling that this story that he's doing now won't end anytime soon because the amount of characters that he's introduced, I'm thinking there's more to come. Basically, I've rambled on for a little bit too long, so I mean I'll get into the meat and bones of the episode here in front of me. Yeah, basically I'm thinking that all these people that he's talking like are trying to find this book, or they've found this book that they're trying to close, because taking it, one of them's opened the book and all these characters have just like kind of jumped out of the book, if you know what I mean. Because they say everyone that appears obviously seems to keep asking about the book. And a wee bit later on they show why the book needs to be closed, or the power needs to be put back in it or something, because only the Joker, this guy here, apparently sees the thing that's come out of the book, and no one else sees it apart from the wizard character. And I have to say, with the Nativefirewolf's American accent that he's got, it makes his character so compelling. I'll give it 100% out of 100%, because quite a lot of these people that make stuff like this really struggle with different accents, but this fella doesn't he? He puts his own spin on his own accent, which is quite nice to see and quite refreshing. Like I says, I'll try for the next video, for episode 10, to do a fuller review on this series, because I've only seen one episode and it seems like I'm sporadic in what I'm saying, obviously, because this episode is very sporadic as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to where it's going though. As long as the story doesn't get too far fetched and it jumps everywhere, I'll be happy with that. But anyway, good work, mate, and keep it up. I'm interested to find out what happens. So thank you for joining me for this episode. There's a review of this fan-made thing that Nativefirewolf put together. Hopefully I helped you understand what it was about, because it took me a while to figure it, because obviously the nature of how he's recorded it, it jumps every so often from the Joker to all these other characters that are just apparently there. But I mean, I like it though, because it's different, it's fresh, interesting as well. As long as the story gets explained at some point, then we should be alright. But anyway, what I'll do is I shall put a link to the guy's YouTube in the description box thing down below this video. And yeah, hope you enjoy his future videos like I am. Okay dokes, good night and God bless.